Hi, good morning. That sounded very exciting, the book, and also now in my presentation, we're going to stick with invoices and SME finance. Good morning, everyone. My name is Federico Travella. I'm the founder and the CEO of Novicap, a fintech platform in Barcelona, Amsterdam, and also London. So in order to... Next. I'm not sure if the...
We'll click it for you. There we are.
Okay. As we've all seen today, banks are starting to get under immense pressure from this whole fintech wave rolling in. And I think they're starting to generally realize that the financial services industry hasn't reached its end state just yet. Novicap is also a fintech company, and we're on a mission to disrupt SME finance by building the first pan-European SME-centric and fully digital invoice finance platform. And in order to position, or let's say address the problem a little bit more, let me ask you a question. Who of you has seen or has listened in to Tesla's last quarterly earnings call? Anyone has? Yeah. What was the highlight for you? So they've done pretty well, right? Isn't it? So, and I think everyone was pretty impressed. The share price skyrocketed. And eventually, if you scratch a little bit, you see that a lot of the, let's say, achievements that they've had in the last quarter were because of financial engineering. And more specifically, their strong financial results are coming because of their increased payment terms. In financial speak, they're increasing their days payables outstanding. In other words, if you're a supplier dealing with Tesla, you're getting squeezed out because Tesla is improving its working capital. So if you are a supplier which is selling, for instance, the leather seats to Tesla, on average, you're going to get paid after 70 days. And I'm pretty sure that those suppliers disagree with Tesla's CFO, Jason Wheeler, that they're not very happy with that. And they disagree, next slide, please. They disagree because a lack of working capital, a lack in liquidity, limits their business development opportunities. It limits their business development and eventually will lead to missed revenue opportunities and the inability to grow their business further. And today, if we look at SME finance in Europe, next slide, please, we see that for way too long, SMEs have been underserved by the current players because of a lack of technology. And this has led to very inefficient business models, costly pricing, costly funding costs on the SME side, and generally a poor customer experience. On the one side, we see that banks have a generally slow process, not fully digital, and also generally their unit economics don't really work in the SME segment, and that's also why they retracted from this segment. On the other hand, we see that the non-bank alternatives, which have entered the market and are increasing in terms of market penetration, we see that they're expensive for SMEs to use. They're not very flexible. They have very opaque pricing. So we see clearly that there is still a need to disrupt the space. Next slide, please. And so Novicap is building the first fully digital, SME-centric invoice finance platform which develops this product in a cost-effective way. And our value offering, or our value proposition towards SMEs is threefold. First of all, we provide flexible access to invoice finance. This means that we are 100% online, we're 24/7 available, and we are embedded within your accounting system, which means you can also use our solution online through your existing solution like Sage or Exact. We have a very quick solution, which means that we have a very quick onboarding process, KYC process, and we disburse funds within 24 hours from uploading an invoice. And lastly, we are transparent. We work with fair terms. We believe that fintech, which eventually should also stand for transparency, and this is one of our key values as well as a company. So we are not trying to lock you into long-term contracts and provide you full flexibility. Very often, we collaborate with some of the leading commercial banks and consulting firms, and the recent study from Oliver Wyman clearly ranked Novicap as the absolute leader when it comes to technology. The reason being for that is of its embedded technology. Next slide, please. What makes us unique is that SMEs can use our solution from the home screen of their existing accounting application. This means that SMEs can log into their Sage or Exact account, which are two of the main European accounting players, and they can use the Novicap finance solution from their home screen. And this provides the best customer experience today in the market, while also turning our partners such as Sage and Exact into very powerful origination channels. Next slide, please. We're currently the market leader in Spain. We've been growing 5x annually. We financed more than 10,000 invoices, and we are on track to finance 1 billion in 2020. Next slide, please. We are currently expanding pan-European. We want to be the first pan-European invoice finance platform. Are scaling up from Series A to Series B stage, and I'm generally very interested today to connect with any investors looking at Series B rounds and willing to back, let's say, the next fintech category leader. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to connecting with you.